You can't tell me nada. Oi, nobody cares, work harder. They don't want passer, they don't want drama. Hennything Goes, man, grew up in the Gaza. Grew up in the bits. Saturday night, you can butt me in ditch. Connor just scored 2 goals. I ain't talking about teams on a pitch. BA took a few man's chicks. Tech just hit a new lick. JP with the ice on his wrist, so you bossed up, man, you know what it is. Facts. This is grime. You men are new, I've been here from time.
Hey, big up to Hennything Goes. Come on.
What's going on, people? Hennything Goes back again
goes.
with another music reaction. I'm back with part 3 of Money Game from REN. If you haven't seen part 1 and 2 yet, make sure you go back and see them. Yeah, we've said all we've got to say about REN and the Money Games up till now, and this is just looking like, when did this one come out?
A year ago.
3 years after part 2, so he's going to have a lot more
ammo.
Yeah, I was going to say content to put into this, which is probably why it's twice as long as the others. But before we get into it, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you're playing Funny Games part 3. So make sure you go down now, subscribe to the channel, like the video, get your suggestions in the comments down below. If this is him playing, this is the first time we've seen him play something
It's like the
other
keyboard.
than guitar, innit? We haven't seen him play.
I think it's been touched.
He would when we see him with
Yeah,
the
we
keyboard.
ain't seen him play the
he
keyboard,
was,
yeah.
Editing a beat, so it's like sounds like
I know what you're talking about, yeah, when he's in his bedroom.
What's the word I'm looking for? Like each key is dedicated like a certain sound to in it to edit a beat, whereas this is like actually playing piano, and he's again playing it where it doesn't, like, you're like, how?
He's a real student of music, isn't it? Or that's definitely him in there though. I'm not gonna lie, he's got the game. He's got the game in the headlock.
Okay, it might not even be him playing piano, but I wouldn't be surprised. Which one is REN? Okay,
That's definitely
it's not gonna matter. Yeah,
that was definitely REN. You can see like his face is shaping it. Quick news.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly, 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150.
Sorry, listen. Do you see the composing of this one?
I remember what I said about it's a few years later, so everything is up.
Yeah, you see,
The
like just understanding.
the way these videos are filmed, he's got the, if the videos are one take, he's got, like, you know, like in movies when you get a one take, they're hard to, like, people have to rehearse over and over, and like that's what the videos.
But some
people coming in and out, and
yeah, but that's when you get into like the production of filming or filmography or cinematography. Yeah, that's when you start learning about like single.
Did you say filmography?
Yeah, I don't know what to call it.
Just making it up.
Yeah. But like no, like single shots, or like they'll have like 3 cameras that are in the same realm, but they can film like and it's still a one take, but still crazy.
Solving complex mathematical equations at 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down.
Don't listening to Ren make you want to learn an instrument.
I didn't do that by 18.
Lucky for some.
Can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns that truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race, you're just a servant to the king, not even...
The more older he gets, his dad's still telling him he's not good enough, like, through the whole thing.
Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race, you're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it, blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry.
The Sonics are slapping me. Yeah, he makes composing seem so effortless.
He gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward.
Look, this video, no one's moved position yet, so the video is one take, and all, like, do you know how hard it is to get all this? Got smoke bombs being thrown in, people running past, and the kid that was at the start of the video is still sitting there.
Buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
Is it? And add the rest of the orchestra.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck.
There you go.
No. Yeah, you got shivers.
Shivers, yeah.
Right, what do you think gave you shivers?
Just the orchestra and everything behind what he's actually saying, and like how it started all from him learning how to walk, and then it goes all the way back to not being able to walk again.
Full circle.
Exaggerated versions of me, and it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck for money and fame. Cut the music.
I'm sorry, but there's directors out there making proper feature films that can't
Do this.
sort of like camera work and stuff. It's actually mad. How the camera spinning around him, then goes to handhelds. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
Not a real gun, YouTube. Not a real one. Don't do it.
Prop.
Don't do it.
Prop.
It's plastic. Don't do it. And TikTok. Both of you.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains.
I was wondering why they
But
was
if
on the
we
table.
teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
No wonder he's not pushed.
Yeah, mad. The production behind these videos is mad.
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
This guy is not
Tapped! He's tapped!
not normal.
He's tapped. He's tapped.
I cannot believe some of the production that goes behind these videos, and yeah, just the topic is always like,
You can see the big difference between what do artists call it? Artistic control. So it's like when the record label companies.
sorry, am I boring you?
Yeah. When the record label companies decide to not allow you to have more than necessary input into your development of your own career. It's kind of like forcing your projection to go in one direction.
Ooh. Bar.
Gets like that sometimes. But scratch all of that, because Ren don't care it. Because obviously in between all of these things, it's mad to help understand that us learning all of this, or us learning about Ren's journey, it isn't in the format that he's released music.
No.
So we're just doing Time Machine. We're doing Time Machine, and we've watched a lot of films and programs that do this, and it gets out of hand quick. But at least with this, we've seen the start, the development, and you can see how he's evolved from, let's just say he was a talented guitar player, to now he's a talented...
Money Tires, the last one we did, was like the same sort of topic.
Yeah.
But it was before these. It might be before.
It was before
part
this.
2. Yeah, definitely before this. So yeah, you can see how.
But we're witnessing
everything evolves.
The evolution, including how he approaches, like letting off the message. Obviously, some people can just rip the band-aid off and say everything harsh immediately, and that's what the whole thing of telling the story is. Ren he's not crazy. He's just so unique with the way that he's done it. To us, it's wild. It just seems so out. It seems so Marvel-like in a sense, and that's not to take away from his pen.
You said Marvel. I was going to call him a mutant.
He might as well be. And that's not to take away from his pen. His pen's nuts as well. Like his lyric book can't just contain lyrics. He must have pictures, images, and then even like you see how when we're sorting out like the videos, you have to use tags and all of this. He's got tags that referring to probably sounds that he thinks will be more effective in certain points and parts in it. So like the whole, it's kind of like he's got the blueprint of each part of it. Pardon?
How many of them?
It's best. He is the definition of compartmentalizing, by definition. But it is such a sick story to be following and learning for the first time in this day and age. But yeah, so first of all, thank you for the first suggestions. But yes, if you like the video, click the bell for the notification, subscribe if you haven't already, hit us up in the comments. Can't repeat it enough. Keep hitting us up in those comments. You want to support us even further, click the join button below. Hennything Goes.
You can't tell me nada. Oi, nobody cares, work harder. They don't want passa, they don't want drama. Hennything Goes, man, grew up in the Gaza. Grew up in the bits. Saturday night, you can butt me in ditch. Connor just scored 2 goals. I ain't talking about teams on a pitch. BA took a few man's chicks. Tech just hit a new lick. JP with the ice on his wrist, so you bossed up, man, you know what it is. Facts. This is grime. You men are new, I've been here from time.
Hey, big up to Hennything Goes. Come on.